what I did was, I want to know what's going on with the, I'm kind of feeling out the ambulance company, and I got some newspaper articles. So we're getting an idea, you know, and I just, they're telling us next year, all the towns better be ready for a raise. I'll read it to you. An increase, and their new pitch for next year is going to be that since they don't have as many volunteers are all quit and they all want to get paid, that they're going to have to get more money from all the towns to pay more employees. It reads like this. Let's see if I can find it. In the future, we should expect to pay, in the future, towns should expect to pay more for our full staff. Moving forward, Pronto said local services need to hire staff and rely less on ever-diminishing volunteer base. And it says the volunteers are burned out. They're going to have to start. So all towns, so that's telling us expect a raise, right? Now, the next thing I said is they're more concerned here. It seems to me they're more concerned with transporting than actual emergency services, because transporting makes them more money. And it reads, the ripple effect of providing emergency services to Barton is the loss of revenue from transports. Transports move patients, where's my glasses here? Anyway, transports move patients to and from nursing homes, hospitals, and doctors. It is a detriment having to pick up emergencies, a detriment, because it could cause, what is this? It is a detriment to having to pick up emergencies, Charlie Pronto said. He's the president of Newport. Moving forward, Pronto said, where is he? Okay, it says somewhere that they make, yeah, right there. It is a detriment to pick up emergencies because they make more money on the other ones. And I don't like the concern about making money as opposed to emergencies, I would think, you know, and another thing, what they're doing is, I'm looking at the monies they're charging, $2,000 a week. They're looking for 100,000+ next year. They're getting it. They got 115,000 from Derby for the service contract, and they probably made another 150,000 on the calls. They're making big money, and you know, already they had a budget in 2016 of $1.5 million for salaries. They on whatever you want to call them, compensation, $1.5 million, and I have that on. I don't know if it's here, but these are the real numbers. These are the real numbers of if you want to look at it. That's what happened in 2016. That tells you, that's a lot easier to read than those spreadsheets they gave you, which were insanity. I've been looking at that. It's hard to decipher. So one final thing, I straightened that out, and I'm watching, you know, I'm picking these newspaper up, and he's going to go for some big money. And the whole thing is, historically, he comes in a month before, and he lays it on you, and the whole burden goes on your head right then. So now you have a heads up in writing. He's telling you it's going to be big increases next year. So I'm thinking, you mentioned there's an ambulance here. Why can't Town Newport start an ambulance company? You got an ambulance. Why not? You could actually make profits if you use a subscription.
What an ambulance costs?
Huh?
Have any idea what an ambulance costs?
No, but that's what we should find out.
Have any idea how many hours training these individuals
Hey, wait a
have to
minute.
have?
I'm a businessman. I analyze
No,
businesses for the
those
last 10 years. I'll tell you what, I can get those answers.
I
Do
got
you
it.
know?
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you? How much?
Well, an ambulance, base ambulance is going to be about $250,000.
We got an ambulance.
What do you got for an ambulance?
We don't have an
We
ambulance.
don't have an ambulance.
We don't have an ambulance.
You said the fire department is probably.
You
not
said
up
the
to
fire
code.
department has an ambulance. Don't we have an ambulance, you said?
No. We never have.
Okay, I'll
an
tell you what. I'll bring in the videotape of him saying that. Would that make you happy?
The fire
Bring it in.
department might have bought an old ambulance
It's
and
not up to
turned it
code.
into a emergency what do they call it?
They
Response.
equipment.
Yeah, they set it up in
Yeah.
a,
Command vehicle, yeah.
in
All I
a
know is
disaster.
when you were negotiating over the Mississippi and the two different costs, you said to the fire department people were here, you said, don't we have an ambulance? Yeah, we have an ambulance. That's all I know. You know what I mean? That's what you said verbatim.
They never said that.
No, I don't remember that.
They don't have any ambulance.
You know, it's hard
We
to
don't have
lie.
one.
It's hard to deny or lie when everything is on tape. But if you don't have one, you change your mind. That's out of the picture. I thought you had one, and maybe it might have been a consideration to.
They asked about maybe using one of their bays to house an ambulance. probably.
He said, don't we have an ambulance? I got it, I videotaped it, and I remember as clear as day. I don't want to bring it up. You say no, I don't care, because now it's not an option. I thought maybe just a suggestion that it could have been an option, but no. So you're stuck trying to find a solution on what you're gonna do, and I think you should think on it a little, how you're gonna deal with big increase. What if he wants,
$100,000 is a
Huh?
lot of money for ambulance service. You better do a lot of research, because you cannot man an ambulance with
well,
less than.
it's moot. It's off the
Three
table.
people
He's saying
per
he
shift.
doesn't have an ambulance, so I have nothing, I
Well,
don't
then I
know.
guess we don't need an ambulance service.
Well,
We
you know.
pay for theirs.
I mean, I don't, you're not a businessman. Like, you work for someone all life. I'm a businessman. The last 10 years I spent analyzing one business after the next and
Can
coming up
we
with solutions
move
for it.
on?
Yeah, right.